This cricket moment, proudly brought to you by Holden.
Robbo, looking at a statue of Steve Waugh and there's one of Richie Benaud in the background there. Will there ever be a statue of Michael Clarke, particularly after the year he's just had?
Well, you think about that, all the 12 months, what we've spoken about how he's created his career, and he's had some moments. You know? He's had moments where I don't think he's fitted the bill from a humility point of view, from real Australian culture, where I think Stephen was always seen as more quieter and not as public, and I think we judge that better. In Australia, if you put your head up too high,
it'll get knocked off.
It'll get knocked off, and I think Michael's probably, especially with getting married, I think he's
learning. He's certainly learning, and he's certainly maturing, both on and off the field.
Yeah, totally, and you can see it in his press conferences, but you can see it in the way he is publicly, but you can also see it on the field. And I think from a captaincy point of view, it was a great shot of him and Ricky just talking. And it was the communication level, you could tell that he had a prominent stage, and he also knows his game well, and I think he leads people pretty well.
And it goes back to the time where wives weren't allowed on tour, and now they are, and you were part of that era where it switched.
Yeah, and I think that they play such an important role. They're away 10 months of the year, so I think it's important from a family perspective, but Mick, to me, is more of a calmer man, and I think he's pretty comfortable in his skin these days, and I don't think he feels the need to sort of project to Australia a whole range of images. He just is what he is. He's the Aussie captain. He lives on a farm.
Is he going to have a statue?
You know what? I think time is a funny healer of many things, but I think he's going to create records. I think he's going to rebuild a team, and over the next decade, we'll see a completely different world of Michael Clarke as what we saw example, Ricky Ponting as a young boy and Ricky Ponting as an older man.
This cricket moment, proudly brought to you by Holden.